What's up you guys, it's Aisling. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so unusual, so different, so exciting for me. And I'm titling this, How Irish Am I? I know I'm an Irish girl. I know everything about me is Irish. Generations of my family have lived in Ireland. They've come from places like Kildare, Midlands, Dublin, and I know that my family going back generations are Irish. But am I really that Irish? I'm kind of curious to find out. In today's video, I'm teaming up with a brand called MyHeritageDNA. They are the leading global service when it comes to family history research and DNA testing. You might not know this, but my background is in nutrition and I am a scientist, so I have a Bachelor of Science. I've actually done my DNA before, as in I have taken a cheek swab and I've put it in a centrifuge, run it on agarose gel, and actually seen my DNA sequence. But I have no idea in regards to my heritage and my ethnicity. Now, I am presuming a lot of it's going to be Irish. I'll actually be kind of devastated if it's not. I know that sounds really weird, but I am just so proud of being Irish. I absolutely love everything about Ireland. I love everything about my culture. I love everything about being Irish because I just feel like there's so few of us. There's only, what is that, 4.8 million of us, so not even yet 5 million. So we're just like this little itty bitty population in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, I am suspecting when I do this that I am going to find that there's probably going to be a little bit of British in me. My surnames are Scottish and English. I have a double-barreled surname, just in case you're wondering why I'm saying my surnames. My mother's surname is English and my father's surname is Scottish. I want to say a huge thank you to MyHeritage for sponsoring today's video and collaborating with me on this because I think it's quite exciting. And I just wanted to show you the kit and all that's contained in it. So you pull either side, and this bit, when you pull it out sufficiently, should flip up. And on the inside, you get this little leaflet. You must remember to register. You have to register on MyHeritage. You get a biohazard bag. Ooh, because there's obviously going to be saliva in this. And then you also get your envelope that you have to send this, and it goes all the way to Texas in the USA. You get your swabs. So you have one for each cheek, obviously each side. And then you pop it into your little capsule here, which obviously is a solution that's going to be put in the centrifuge, micropipetted, etc. Run on agarose gel, and we're going to find all about my DNA. So MyHeritage use the most cutting edge technology, and they offer the most affordable at-home kits to like run your DNA. It's so bizarre because if you think about it, maybe like 40 years ago, this was not even possible. And now you can do this at home. And actually taking your DNA and finding out about your heritage have actually solved crime cases. They have reunited relatives, and they've also given people a little bit more of an background into where they come from as well. So I often think that it's quite interesting to see, you know, where your relatives came from. So when I get this back, which will take about 4 to 8 weeks, they're going to obviously give it to me online, and they're going to give me the percentage breakdown of where I am from. Like, I'm actually so excited for it. MyHeritage can give you a breakdown of your ethnicity, and they cover 42 different types of ethnicities, so practically the entire world. And MyHeritage actually offers this family tree. Like, you can find members of the same family and stuff. Like, if they've sent their DNA off, I find that just incredible. Like, amazing. So MyHeritage is the European leading service for family and DNA, and it offers the largest DNA matching service in the whole of Europe as well. I think almost 10 million people have done this, so maybe more at this stage, but like, there's an incredible amount of people, so therefore there's a lot of DNA in the system. So let's do this, guys. I have my little vial here and I have my little swab. So I'm just gonna open this swab carefully. I remember doing all these in college. It was brilliant. So much fun. And we ran our DNA for like a ton of different things in college. It was really fun. And I found out my blood type and everything. That you don't need to take blood for this. It's just a cheek swab. Pop it in here and swirl it around for 30 seconds. Get a good amount of cells there. Okay, so we're gonna pop it in here. Super easy. Just pop it in and break it off. And then that's one done. There's my DNA. It's in there. Loads of cheek swabs. Woohoo! So I'm going to pop this in my little baggie first. So let's do the other side. Gotta go around the cells. You in here. Snap it off. And then we're good to go. Sending you in your little baggie. And we're going to post you out. So I should get my results back very shortly. I'm just going to pop this into this bag. And then you can just pop it into the post. And honestly, guys, it's as easy as that. Now it's ready to be shipped off, and I'm going to get my results back shortly. So I'm really excited to get these results back to see how Irish I actually am. So talk to you guys shortly. Hey guys, so I'm back. It's been a couple of weeks since I sent off my DNA to MyHeritage, so I'm really excited to get the results because they're in. I just got an email to the email address I used to sign up with MyHeritage, and they've just told me that my DNA results are in, so I can go and check them, and I'm really excited. So let's check. I have my laptop here, so I'm just going to log into MyHeritage. And it's really easy to navigate around the website. That's what I found the most helpful because I was able to navigate around it. So now I'm in my profile. I'm gonna go to MyHeritage. Ooh, interesting. I'm not at all shocked by the result, guys. I am 96.5% Scottish, Irish and Welsh. Shock horror! But obviously it's like Celtic DNA, so I am as Celtic and Irish as they come. There's no English in me at all, which is kind of shocking. But I'm 3.5 Iberian. So the Iberian DNA is definitely interesting. I would hazard a guess, a strong guess that comes from my grandfather on my mum's side. So if you're not sure exactly where the countries are that your heritage is coming from, there is a great thing on MyHeritage which actually breaks down the parts of the world where your DNA comes from, and it highlights. So if you're unaware, like obviously Iberia is South Europe, which I knew that because I was recently in Rome and I know the Romans and Greeks named that. So it would be the area of Spain and Portugal, the Canary Islands, stuff like that. I know that the Romans and the Greeks called that Iberia, obviously way back when, before it was called Spain and Portugal. Grandfather on my mum's side, he has extremely sallow skin and really dark eyes. He does not have any Celtic characteristics. Now I do know that there are Celtic characteristics that have sallow skin, dark eyes, but it's because they come from the Iberian area. I need to kind of look into that a little bit more. It is giving me like what I obviously estimated to be Spain, Portugal, and then it kind of goes over top of Morocco, Malta, but it's mostly highlighted in Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands and things like that. So that kind of is a little bit of an interesting thing, I suppose. It's not massive, like it's 3.5%, so it could be like, what is that, like not even 1/20th, it's like 1/25th Iberian. But it might highlight maybe the characteristics that are even in me, and definitely within my grandfather and my mum and my aunts all have very sallow skin and really dark eyes. Some of my family members' eyes are so dark. That's the only characteristics I can kind of think of from there, but we are very Irish. Yes, I am super happy with that. I thought that it might be interesting because I was gonna do this anyway, but I thought I was gonna do some language because I knew that I was going to probably have a high percentage of Irish within me. So I knew that I was going to come on here and do a little bit of the Irish language. If you don't know, I'm Líofa Scoilga, which means that I am fluent in Irish. I went to an all-Irish speaking school, which is called a Gael School in Ireland. I went to that for 8 years. You were not allowed to speak English at all throughout the day in any subject. I had to do maths, geography, religion, whatever I was doing, whatever subject in primary school was all done through Irish. So when I went into secondary school and I was doing English, like maths through English, I was like, oh my god, like what? Especially doing geography as well. It was really crazy because I knew all the provinces and the counties within Ireland in Irish. Like I love the Irish language, so I thought I would do a couple of little sentences of Scoilga for you guys. I'm gonna do really simple ones. I'm gonna look up the Scottish language as well because I have a feeling that Scots Gaelic is quite similar to Irish Gaelic. I know the Welsh language is completely different, super different. Obviously Irish, like I said, I am fluent in it and it's recognized as the first language here in Ireland. If you did not know that, even though we speak English predominantly, but there are certain areas in Ireland that they only speak Irish in. Certain parts of Connemara, over in the west of Ireland, there's parts of even Meath, Rathkern and stuff like that but they speak Irish, and even parts up in Northern Ireland, which is classified mostly as Great Britain, but there is Irish speaking areas. There's obviously different dialects in different parts of Ireland. If you struggle with people's accents, which I kind of do a little bit, especially like Kerry accents in Cork, they're quite strong. I do find like when they speak Scoilga, I am like, what? And they have different words as well in different parts of Ireland. And we have our own alphabet and our own culture and our own languages, our own music, our own everything. We are, even though we're such a small little country, we are so steeped with our heritage. We love like the Irish culture. Most Irish people people do, and I am so proud to be Irish. I first want to say Tá go leor gra agam doma tír féin agus is brala me kainta squelga agus capan go bhfuil matanga áitiúla go hálaí. So I'm going to say a few sentences in Irish now. A couple of them would be hello, díl goich, and then if I said hello to you, you would say hello back, so you'd say díl smar goich. A really funny one that most Irish people would always say is can I go to the toilet? Am can I go dul go dín letters. I know a lot of people would remember, or even when they're in school, in primary school or secondary school, you would always have to ask to go to the toilet. Like I know loads of friends of mine that even went to English speaking schools that they would always have to do that. So am can I go dul go dín letters. Cadén, I'm sure. What's the weather like? One of the most common phrases that most Irish people will ask. Especially a kerboshi would probably be the most common thing that we would say back, because it does do that a lot. Another one would be Mwajinwa, which would be good morning. One I would have heard a lot in school is Mera the Veil, which is put your finger on your mouth, because you had to be quiet, and Sishi is sit down. Yeah, I would have heard a lot of that in school. Sit down and be quiet. Put your finger on your mouth. Shush. Doing suas. Shut up. And now if you don't live in Ireland and you want to give a good old Irish cheers, you would say sláinte. Another one would be congratulations. Cogorgegus. I used to love that. You know, it's when you win awards in school and your teacher would say cogorgegus. My dad would say this to me. Even now, and he would say that all the time, even now up to this day. Now I'm going to look up a couple of Scottish ones. To be honest, I haven't a clue. Good day is Falchi. It's the same as Irish, like Falcha. It sounds very same. Good morning, Mahan Va, which sounds really similar to Irish as well. Good night, Ihir Va, which sounds really not similar to Irish because it's Ihama and Ihir Va is how it's said in Scottish. So it's so similar. I'm sorry. Ha mi dúlik. In Irish, I'm sorry, is tabronar. Thank you is tahav leav. Thank you in Irish is guramahago. So that's quite different. Oh my god, this is so weird. Excuse me in Scots Gaelic is gamo leshil, which in Irish it's gumaleshgale. So they're so similar. It's really weird. I did not think that the Scots Gaelic and the Irish were similar. I know like a lot of Irish people went from like Ulster over to Scotland and brought like languages over, and the vice versa. The Scots came to Ulster and then filtered down through Ireland, and I just think it's so interesting how similar they are. I'm going to look up a couple of Welsh. Oops, let's just throw my phone on the ground. A couple of Welsh ones. These are useful Welsh phrases. Okay, good night is nasta, and then we did say that good night in Irish is ihawa, so it's very different. Hi is shumai. Wow. And hi in Irish is the gwitch. I already said that. How are you? Should ichi. Wow. That's so different. Like Irish is kind of too. They're very different languages. Like I'm looking through a lot of them. Can I have or may I have? Govni or gahni. Amwil kiad in Irish. Excuse me. Okay, this is, whoa, even the spelling of this. Eskis od uchi v. My god, excuse me. Gomaleshgale as goilga. Wow. Toilet. Teabach. Letters it is in Irish. Te in Irish also. Sugar. Shugor. Shukra, it is in Irish. So the Welsh language is quite different to Irish, but the Scots Gaelic is very similar. And I wouldn't mind, this is so strange. I know this is really odd. There's a Scottish channel on our Sky, and sometimes I do land on it and I just like listen to them speaking Scots Gaelic, and I do hear them. Am I saying Scots Gaelic right? Is it Scots Gaelic? Because it's Gaelga here in Ireland, or Irish Gaelic. But I think it's Gaelic it's pronounced in Scotland. I hope I'm saying that correct. Anyway, I do hear them, like I've stumbled upon the Weather Channel and stuff like that, so I do like hear them speaking in the Scots Gaelic, and it's so similar to Irish. Like when they're talking about the weather, I know exactly what they're saying. And they Dara Shockton is weekend, and I've heard them talk about the weekend and they pronounce it kind of similar to Dara Shockton. I am so happy to get my heritage back, and I'm super happy that there's so much like Irish in it and The Scottish is really, like, I love that as well. And then the Welsh also. So guys, I hope you really liked this video. I loved it. I hope you liked some of the Irish phrases. My Irish is a bit rusty, considering that I left primary school a long time ago and I haven't really spoken Irish much since I left. It's kind of sad, and I kind of want to like start bringing it up again. It's really funny because when I do go on holidays when I was younger with my family, like my sister and my parents, we used to speak a Gaeilge when we'd be talking about like people around the area or like discussing something and we didn't want anyone to know what we were saying. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget that if you want to send off your DNA and check out your heritage, that I will leave a link to MyHeritage down below and you can go and order your kit and then send it off. It's so simple. You saw what I did there a couple of weeks ago. It's the most simplest thing ever. So guys, I would love to hear if you did do this, what DNA did you get and where's your heritage from, because it's super exciting. And I want to thank MyHeritage again for working with me on today's video. I absolutely loved doing it. It was one of the most fun videos I think I've done in a long time. So thank you so much for working with me on today's video, and I will talk to all of you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Mwah! Bye guys.